Ba, ba, da, da, ba, ba, ba. I win! Hi! Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hope you're doing okay. Hi, hi. I am good. I am good. And I just hopped out of the shower and I am very, very cold. Hi, Evish. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. Good morning. Hi, you guys. Also, Iwin, is the music okay? Is it too loud or is this like a good volume? What do you think? Ooh, I'm cold. I'm cold. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Okay, good, good, good. Uh, I'm cold, you guys. like, I was like, oh, I'm kind of stinky. I should shower before my stream, and then I'm streaming while cold. Feisty, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. Yeah. I hope you're feeling better. Oh, thanks. Thanks. You know what? Shut up, shut up, shut up. Hi, Jin. Nice to see you again. You know what? I used to whenever I say thank you to people back in the day, I would always say it like this. I would always say like um thanks, because it's like I don't know if you've ever seen that Vine before, or was it like a short? I can't remember what it was, but it was like this little kid that was opening a Christmas present or something, and he was like, "An avocado, thanks." And I think I watched one too many Doki Bird streams, and now I just say thank you, thank you. It's my time of the month. Oh my god! Whenever, whenever stuff happens, and it's like, I've been kind of emotional and horny the past few days, and I've been crying a lot. What's going on? I'm so sad. And then my period starts, and I'm just like, oh, I get it. The sound of endearment. Doki Bird or Amelia Watson? Doki Bird, Doki Bird. Both are great, but like specifically Doki Bird because it's like I remember. I remember I watched Doki Bird's like 3 hour stream talking about basically it was like the ins and outs of being a VTuber on Twitch, on YouTube, like a bunch of other stuff, right? Like she was like just talking about like the industry and like basically a tutorial from like her perspective. And after that 3 hour stream, I just came out of there saying started to say thank you, and I was just like, well, that's stuck. That is something that I can't get rid of now. Hound dog like Bao the whale. Oh, I mean, to be fair, Bao is one of my inspirations. By the way, I was raised by 4 women. That's that's more than most people. You've been infected. I know. I've been gooning too hard. I ended up becoming a dragoon. My dogs and watching the new season. Love is Blind. What are your thoughts on it? It's such a beautiful mess. Love is Blind is so weird. Um, I remember somebody asked me once, like, and I basically explained to them that how I feel like my personality on stream is. It's kind of because I'm such a big fan of Bao and Numi. I like to kind of consider myself as like the middle ground of like where I feel like those two are. Hi Cuckoo, welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you. Okay, okay. Let me show you. There you go. Sorry you can't see my shoes. I'm too short. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I made it myself. But anyways, so I felt like Bao was very cutesy, and while she has her feral moments, wasn't sussy enough. Surprisingly, I think Bao the Whale is not sussy enough. Whereas I feel like Nomi is sussy all the time, and she has like her moments where she's not sussy. So I was like, okay, if I take Bao and make her more sussy, and I take Numi and make her less sussy, that's what I want to be on stream. Feet censored too hot for AniLive. As I mentioned, and like I mentioned this in a post of mine on Twitter, like in the early days of my Twitter posting. I will do a feat reveal after I reach 69,420 followers. Whether that I'm hoping that'll be like Twitch or YouTube, but we'll see in 2 years or something. So so divine, so beautiful, very demure. Thank you, thank you. I do like to be mindful, modest, and demure after all, you know. Daily cookies, thank you. Hi, hi, hi. It is really funny though because I said this to chat before where I was. Oh, thank you. Hi. I said this to chat before where I was I'm so tech illiterate that whenever I go visit a website and it says something like, will you accept cookies? And I was like, oh, I will accept cookies. Thank you, internet stranger. Nom, 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 nom. I will accept the cookies. Like, it's like, okay, I get it, but I also don't get why they chose the name cookies. You know, it's like it's too cute. It's too nice. Imagine if the VPN people were like, will you accept strawberry shortcakes? And I'm just like, yes. They're like, well, now we can sell your information on the black market. Yeah. Love spam and emails too. I love spam. Yeah, I remember when I first came across spam in like my inbox, and I was just like, ooh, spam. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Eric, hi, hi. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. Hawaiian. Oh, actually, that's something I thought was so funny. Asians really like spam. Like we love it, and I think Hawaiians like spam after the Japanese came over and like migrated to Hawaii. So I think it's just like some things, you know. It's like I don't know. It's like when white people eat spam, they always make it sound so sad, and I'm just like, are you guys not cooking it? And I heard from some people that they just eat it out of the can, and I was like, no wonder you don't like it. You're eating it like it was dog food. Don't do that. Put it in an omelet or something. Is made spam. I love spam. They put it on the pizza. You know what? Oh, US made spam. I thought it was a British thing. I thought it was like a World War II product or something. Hi, Karma Ramen. Nice to see you again. Hey, ramen. Yummy, yummy. Not Japanese. No, it's like I mean like it's when no, it's like I'm saying that Asian people really like spam, so maybe that's how the Hawaiians got into spam. Or maybe it just happened to be that Hawaiians got introduced to spam the same way the Asians got introduced to spam, and now we all just really like spam. There's different flavors of spam that I really like. There's the regular spam, and then there's 25% less salty for the people who are more mindful. There's I know there's like a turkey flavored one. I don't like that so much. I know some bacon flavored spam that I tried. It was nice. Not as often do I actually get to eat it, but it's good. It's good. It's good. Um, War rations. Ooh, speaking of which, war rations. So I tried. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of budae. So that basically is Korean army soup, and so the context, or like the conception of army soup was when the Americans were, having like they were bringing out some rations and stuff, some donations or whatever. I don't know, it's just some, like some stuff during the war. People be starving, so they're handing out spam and sausages and stuff. So ooh, spam chips, that sounds really good right now. Kind of meat it is it. Spam is always assorted meat, kind of like hot dogs. It's like you don't really fully know for sure. I'm sure they put it on the ingredients list, but I don't fully trust it. It just says meat. Purple. Yeah. Hi Rin Rin. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I am very purple. See, I'm very purple. Um oh, fun fact about that, guys. I was like talking about this to the other Nexans yesterday. So the funny thing is, originally I wanted to have like a black dress because like my hair is so purple. I wanted to have a black dress, right? And then Harry was like saying, your color palette looks too similar to Clotho's. So do you mind bringing out the purples and pinks more? And I was like, I bet. And now I'm all purple. Whoa! Happy Halloween! Thank you. Thank you so much, Aina. Thank you. Jalapeno spam sounds so good. Oh my gosh. Are you able to check Twitter, but Twitch? Yes. Oh, right. Hello. Hello. Yeah. What? Hello, Kashi. Hi. Hi. Okay, that's spelled differently. I was about to say Czechoslovakia, and I was just like, wait, I can't read that. Says Slovakia. I don't know how to. Oh, thank you so much, Harley Quinn Hyena. Thank you so much. Thank you. Should I order boba? You should. Treat yourself. I always say treat myself, I as if I ever deny myself a treat. The new Halloween emotes are pretty nice. Yeah, I gave some to Nano yesterday because she just came back from being gone for a few days, and I was like, "Oh, welcome back! Congrats on your 100 days, 100 stream." I didn't even know we should have been keeping count. I have no idea how many times I've streamed. So I gifted her some candies. Feed the woman. That was pretty close. Yeah, we'll just say Czechoslovakia. Until I can figure out how to pronounce that. It says Slovaks. Yeah, I can speak foreign. anyways, so Army Soup came by because some people were like, oh, we don't have much to work with in regards to food rations, so we'll just throw whatever we can in the pot. So they put like kimchi and broth and noodles and like random assorted vegetables like bok choy and green onions and stuff like that. The most important thing in budae is that you need to add any kind of sausage and any kind of spam or something like that, because that's like the important part of that. Like you need to have the kimchi, the noodles, and those things. And I tried. Hi, Kashi. Kashi. Welcome. Felix. Welcome. Hope you're doing okay. Good morning to everybody who just joined. Hi. Finally. Woo! Woo! I tried. So speaking of foreign foods, right? I tried poutine for the first time, you guys. I tried it. I finally tried it. Yay! I'm still gonna go to Canada to try authentic poutine. Hi, Koto. Hello, welcome. So I've always wanted to try poutine ever since I saw a Canadian YouTuber make it many years ago, and I was so sad, thinking like, oh, I'll have to go all the way to Canada to make it. I don't know where to find cheese curds. And so, hi Plague Droid, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. So I was curious, so I looked up poutine on a food delivery app, basically our equivalent of DoorDash. And so I found a place. I found two places specifically, but one of like the closest one was closed for 2 days. And I was like, okay, I'll just wait, I guess. I completely forgot about it until I went on Nano's stream yesterday because she is Canadian, and she mentioned poutine, and I was like, oh, right, I was supposed to order poutine. And so I ordered it. I thought it was so freaking funny because you have school today. Oh gosh, get an education. I trust me, you will regret it if you don't study well now. Don't be like me where all you do is study, but definitely don't I pressed the wrong button. I meant to lower the volume, but I turned off my phone. um so silly. Thank you for following. Thank you. Okay, so basically, yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try poutine. It was so funny because when I opened the bag, they it was just so funny looking into that bag. It was such a big bag too. Like at the bottom of that brown papery tunnel, all I saw was like a container, like a paper box, and it just had like just someone who scribbled on the word poutine on it. I thought that was so freaking funny. So I was like, okay, I'll take a picture of this and share it to my chat or to my audience on Twitter. And it was so funny. So I also ordered a milkshake to go with it. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of ube, but it's basically that Filipino purple yam. And so if you see any like Filipino desserts that are purple, it's ube. It's actually kind of how taro is, where it's like you could have it savory, but most people here just use it for desserts rather than savory dishes. Enaria wasn't a gyaru. What? What? Where would you have gotten that idea? Yeah, so I was able to also no, I was a book nerd when I was in school. All I ever did was study. If I needed to hang out with my friends on Saturdays, I would go to the meeting place, like, cuz we'd go meet at the mall. I would go there 2 hours prior just to buy school materials so I could work on a project Sunday, and then submit it on Monday. I was productive. I was efficient. Yeah. So so I had the poutine. It was saltier than I was expecting. It was kind of interesting, but I'm gonna be honest. I think they messed up the gravy because I asked my friend about it. I was like, "Hey, is poutine supposed to be this salty?" And they said, "Well, if it's too salty, even for you, the sodium fiend that I am," he said that if it's too salty, even for you, then they messed up the gravy. And I was like, oh, that's so sad. So I went to my fridge, sliced up a Japanese cucumber. The difference between a Japanese cucumber and a normal cucumber is that a Japanese cucumber isn't as watery, so it's like more firm. It's skinny rather than girthy. And so I sliced it up, and that helped balance out the saltiness of it. It's kind of like when you go to a Korean barbecue place and you have lettuce. You always have to have lettuce when you're eating that much meat. So the cucumber helped balance out the saltiness of the poutine. I'm kind of sad it wasn't that good, but it was a nice first try. I'm still planning on going to Canada. Like I always told myself, if I'm gonna go to Canada, it's not gonna be for sightseeing. It's not gonna be for visiting friends. It's gonna be for trying authentic poutine. And people are always like, you can just make it yourself, you know. And I was like, yeah, but I want the Canadians to do it. I want the locals. You don't know how good that they. I don't know how they would actually do it. What kind of secrets they hold. You can absorb salt with a cucumber. Smart. Yeah, it's like when you eat like too many snacks, you don't wanna like ruin your liver or whatever. So it's like you gotta drink some water to balance it out. Ube ice cream is so good, so good. Um, I was not impressed with poutine when I went to Canada. I want to try like an actual um, like poutine place. My friend mentioned what they were called, but I completely forgot the word he used. But basically, it's like the Canadian version of how British people have places called chippies when they refer to the places that sell fish and chips. And so like I forgot what word he used for the poutine places. I want to go there and try an authentic one from a local place, and then go to McDonald's to try their poutine because I think it's hilarious that McDonald's has poutine. I found out from Nano that apparently in Canada you guys really like poutine and loaded fries. Like loaded fries are very big over there. And I was like, ew, that's interesting. We have loaded fries here too, so I kind of want to try poutine with bacon bits on it. Used to be my breakfast. Is that not like bad for you? Like having something so starchy so early in the morning? Like, does that not tire you out? Potatoes and gravy just hits the spot. I feel like that would be so freaking good if you were like hungover or just drinking. Is poutine a drinking type of a meal? Like a poutine? Yeah, I think that's the word he used. It was poutine from a zoo snack stand. So okay, how authentic that was. Oh gosh. Have you guys ever been to the zoo? I've been there maybe 3, 4 times in my life. It always so stinky. I love the aquarium much more. Fish don't stink when they're in the water, you know? The Asian cuisine in Canada is incredible. I hear that there's like a lot of Asians in Canada, like specifically places like Toronto and Vancouver. I think those places have a lot of Asians, and so like you would have like huge communities where it's just like a lot of like Asian cuisine around, which is pretty good. Like you want to have access to that. Over here we have a lot of Chinese, Japanese, and Korean places, because I'm gonna be honest, people in my country were huge weeaboos and koreaboos, so of course those businesses are gonna thrive. But I have been seeing some Indian places popping up, some Mediterranean places as well, so that's pretty cool. I don't see a lot of Thai places. I don't meet a lot of Thai people. Toronto has a massive Asian population. Whenever I travel somewhere, I always check out the zoo. That's so cute. That's so cute. What's your favorite exhibits at the zoos? I miss my chance to go to an aquarium in Japan next time for sure. Oh yeah, yeah. Live your anime rom com life. You know, like there's always that episode where they go to the aquarium for a date. Live your weeaboo life. When I went to Toronto, I was stunned by all the cute Asian girls. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I love America. America! Woo! Nico, welcome. Good morning. I think it's really funny whenever something happens and then it's like in I don't know. You know, um I don't remember if it was Inglorious Bastards or if it was Brokeback Mountain that I just watched recently. But I remember I was like watching it with a friend, and then I just kept going like USA, USA. Helldivers 2 is a great game. I'm glad you like it. There's speaking of games, I've been trying to look for some games to play for Halloween week, and that's the thing too. I'm preparing for my Twitch debut, and I'm hoping to do it either the weekend before Halloween week or Halloween week itself. I'm hoping the weekend before, but I think somebody already got that, so I'll have to pick a different day. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I also have like the wedding and then my friend's homecoming to deal with as well. So I'll have to like organize my streams accordingly. Oh man, no, the wedding's so close and there's so much going on, guys. My so like it's my cousin's wedding, right? My eldest cousin's wedding. None of us are married other than her. But like she got married in the pandemic in a different country, and she's coming to visit now that she has like her husband, a house, and a baby. So she's coming to visit after years of not seeing her due to the pandemic, and she's gonna have a proper wedding with friends and family now that she's coming back. And we just found out recently that the church that we're going to has a strict dress code. We thought it was like gonna be fine to do strapless, but apparently even that's not okay. So we're kind of like working overtime to like fix our dresses and everything. I'm just like, oh no! And there's like 7 of us too. Yeah, I know, right? It's like it's so late to like inform us of this. and it's just so goofy because like I saw what they're gonna do to the dresses, and me and my sister were like, oh, we'd look matronly, and I was like, right, we'd end up looking like grandmas at church. Yeah, yeah, no, 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 no. That was a completely different reason. So basically, the dresses are strapless, and some of my cousins, and yeah, they're kind of, you know, humble breasted, so to say. Yeah, they've got they're kind of flat, and so the dresses, which were yeah, they had padding on them, and because like these dresses are not custom made, and so we just ordered like a bunch of the same dresses online, and these are not custom made, so they came with padding, and so on the flatter girls, they would fall off. So I was tasked to attach straps onto them to make them into halter neck dresses, right? And now we're finding out that we have to scrap that and go with a completely different new thing, which is to add a shawl, but like they're making it so that the shawl is attached to the dress, and it's a mess. It's a mess. I know there's so much going on. Hi, DC. Welcome, welcome. Sorry for the people I didn't get to greet, but welcome. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. Church hates hot girls. I know. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go with a church wedding if ever I get married in the future. I want to get married traditionally, but I kind of don't like how boring church weddings are. I'm gonna be honest. I've been a flower girl and a bridesmaid many times in my life since I was a kid, and every single time I'm in a church wedding, I'm just like, oh my god, it takes so long. Just tie the knot already, you know. Being a yeah, it's yeah, it must be a nightmare for the bride. I feel bad for my cousin. Um, what kind of dress code can that even be? I mean, church is church, you know. Strapless to shawl is kind of wild. I know, right? I guess they were like, "Ooh, your sinful shoulders! Not in the house of God. Not in my Christian wedding." So I'm kind of just like, "Oh no, that's okay." You know, it's just like that's very sad, but whatever. We're just gonna have to deal with that, unfortunately. Alucard, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. Hi. Yeah, thank you for following. So, anyways, as I was saying, I would like to go to Canada, but specifically for poutine. And also, I don't know if Canada has any good sites to begin with. My friend says there are, and I'm just like, which ones? I don't ever hear about like Canadian sightseeing, so I wouldn't know where to begin. I think there's a mall there that's really big. Niagara Falls. I mean, to be fair, you could just go to America and still see the same thing. Um, but aside from that, where else is good to visit in Canada? I remember when I was 14, I had a dream that I went to this really big mall with a water park inside it, and I was like, "Whoa, that would be so cool if that was real." And at the time, I had a Canadian friend, and he told me that was a real thing in Canada, and I was like, "Oh, I prophesized it." Well, ma'am, cover up those pits. God is watching. I think the Canadian side has the more scenic waterfalls. Ah, interesting, interesting. Toronto is an incredible city. I've heard great things about Vancouver as well. I keep wanting to talk about Nova Scotia because I feel like that's such a funny thing to talk about. I remember I was talking to a Canadian friend about this, and I'm just so uneducated about anything to do with Canada, right? It's such a foreign land to me. I know nothing about Canada aside from a few places, but even then, I don't really know what they're like. And I remember telling him, I was like, oh, okay, like if I went to Canada, it's like I'd like to try poutine and also visit Nova Scotia. And it became like a running gag with us. Every time he'd talk about Canada, I'd mention Nova Scotia, and he's like, is that all you know about Canada, poutine and Nova Scotia? And I was like, I don't know. I feel like Nova Scotia is like one of those underrated gems. It's like, why are they so far away? Why do you have to take a ferry to go see Nova Scotia? What are they hiding? I feel like Nova Scotia would probably be where they would put like a Canadian Area 51. Like, what is there to do in Nova Scotia? Exactly, exactly. That's why they put Area 51 in the desert, you know? It's like Vegas is right there, but then you go out in the desert and it's like, bam, Area 51. Funnily enough, if you watch budget movies or even some AAA, you might recognize like Toronto due to films being yes, 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 yes. That's the thing. It's like it's such a common trend where people just like pretend to be filming something in America, and then that like the scenery is supposed to be America, but it's like no, I'm pretty sure that's Toronto, or like I'm pretty sure that's like some place in Canada that you know like yeah, like I heard that that's just like a like an inside joke in Hollywood. Like a bunch of movies are just made there. I was watching this video about this show called Psych that I haven't seen in years. I remember when it was airing, and and this person commented that they noticed something funny about the show was that they kept like the setting is supposed to be Santa Barbara, right? In America. And it's like it's kind of beachy over there with like coconut trees and stuff like that, you know, like it's supposed to be like hot. And then later on they just kind of gave up trying to make it look like Santa Barbara, and they're just like, you know what, let's just let people know that we're filming in Toronto, like we don't care. So I think that that's pretty funny. You want to go to America to visit Alaska. Exactly. It's so funny. But it's like, I don't know what's going on in Alaska. I want to know too. It's such a foreign land. it's such a it's such a weird place to. Oh, you know what? That's the thing that got me confused about America, the fact that you have like 50 states and also additional territories. Because whenever people talked about like Guam, and Puerto Rico, I was under the impression that they were American states. And then someone was like, no, they're just territories. Why would you think that? And I was like, I don't know. Hawaii and Alaska are states. I figured it was the same thing. You guys have so many states, you know. It's like, can you blame me? See the northern lights. That is a good idea. Hi, Lane. Welcome, welcome. I do want to see aurora borealis. Like that seems really cool. Northern lights look so pretty, and like I bet they look so freaking cool in person because there's only so much you can capture on film, you know. Kind of like, have you guys ever tried taking a picture of the moon with your phone? It's kind of like that. It's just trash quality in comparison to how nice it actually looks. A guy from Alaska, it's empty. Yeah, I hear that. I remember seeing this guy over there that was this like Mormon dude in Alaska, and he had like so many wives and so many children. I'm just like, that isn't exactly what the Lord intended. I'm fascinated by the strangest things. I know, right? It's like I'm so sheltered that everything just fascinates me. That's why I don't get offended easily. Like I'm just like I like that's why like when I when I started visiting a certain website that we will not mention anymore. I remembered because that was like my very first time ever visiting, and so when I went there and I was reading everything, I was just like, ah, so this is what they're like. Interesting. I don't really know how Reddit is like either. I don't really know how Nine Gag or whatever. Was the other what's another one? iFunny. Yeah, it's like these websites, I'm just like I hear things about them, and then when I actually go on there I'm just like, ah, interesting, interesting. I'm witnessing the culture. Chisana Neko, welcome, welcome. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. Even Washington D.C. in a state. Yeah, that's the thing. They have to specify the difference between Washington State Thank you for following. And Washington D.C. D.C. being District of Columbia, right? Right. Not to be confused with British Columbia or the country Colombia. So that's funny. um, are there any places you guys wish to visit? Iwin, you mentioned Japan. Are there any places there aside from an aquarium that you want to visit that you didn't get to visit last time? I was watching this anime called Nouveau Rome or something like that. No, wait, that's not it. It was something. It was wait, what was that anime called? Therme Rome Thermi Thermi Romi. So basically, it's about this Roman architect, not that kind of architect. I win. This Roman bathhouse architect, because like Romans love baths, and he would time travel to Japan, modern day Japan, and he would experience their onsen culture, and he would take that information, bring it back to Japan, and then or bring it back to Rome rather, because he would like go back and forth between like time periods and countries. And I just kept thinking, I wanna eat one of those onsen eggs. They look kind of cool. Like it seems interesting cooking an egg like not fully. Like you're basically boiling the egg, but like in lukewarm water, because it's not like boiling, right? So it's not gonna work the same as like soft boiling or hard boiling an egg. It's just like an incredibly undercooked soft boiled egg, and apparently because of the minerals in the water, it's going to affect the taste as well. And I'm like, I want to try it. A different season than winter. Oh, you went during winter. Did you visit any places that were snowing, or was it just like a bit chilly? Ireland is a beautiful country. I want to visit Ireland. I was like, I want to go to I want to go to the castles. And then my friend was like, oh, I've been there, and like once you've seen one castle, like once you've seen your 10th castle, you're gonna be so bored. And I was like, but I don't have any castles here. I mean, other than the one I live in, we don't really have a lot of space in my country for castles. I'm witnessing the culture of American memes. Neopets forum. No. Oh, speaking of which, I haven't Hagen I haven't actually had a Neopets yet. I've never experienced Neopets. I was more of a Tamagotchi kind of a person, so I'm hoping at some point I could do that on stream. I wanna try Neopets for the first time in front of you guys. Either I stream it or I make a video. What do you guys think? For that type of a thing. I don't know if you guys would enjoy seeing me fumble around Neopets. I went up to Hokkaido and got stuck in a snowstorm walking to a mall. It was fun. That is such a that's such a fun thing to say. It's like I had a horrible time, but it was in a foreign land, so it was great. I think I would do the same thing. Like if I got mugged in a foreign country, I'd be like slightly less upset than if I got mugged in my own land, in my own native land. I It's also the same reason why I like the idea of I know you're teasing me about the foreign core thing, but that is kind of how I feel about a lot of things. Like I don't care where I go, if I go to a foreign country and then I go through like shitty alleyways and try like crappy food and everything, I don't think I'd complain that much. I'm gonna be honest, because it's all about the experience. I told my friends, I was like, the reason I want to go to clubs and bars and stuff, despite being the type of person that prefers quiet places and like not many crowds, and going to bed before 1 a.m., it's like the reason I want to go to clubs and bars and stuff is because I want to experience the thing that I hear about in movies. I hear these stories and I see these things in movies where people are getting wasted in in clubs, and there's like, drunk girls in the bathroom, like complimenting each other, and like telling each other not to call her ex, and people getting all sweaty and gross on the dance floor. And then I remember talking to my friends about it. I was like, I don't know, it's like I've never experienced that when I felt like I could have experienced it. And I'm gonna be honest, the pandemic kind of took my youth away. The pandemic was definitely upsetting to me, because like right when I was supposed to enjoy life, the pandemic got in the way and I couldn't enjoy life as much. So I was just stuck inside all day, for years, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to live my life, and then that way I can die without any regrets, and I will die. Knowing me, I'll probably get isekai again. Hi, Deska, and welcome. Neopets video for the gaming channel. Yeah, I was thinking I could just make it a video instead. What are we not doing anymore? I know, right? And so I was just like I haven't seen Neopets really. I think it could be fun side thing to do for the stream to see how it goes. We'll see. I think a video would be better though, just so that I could keep it as short as I need it to be. We'll see. We'll see. If I could make a video and then we could maybe stream it if it's fun. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Kaido girls are super adorable. Low key makes me want to visit Hokkaido someday. Oh, I want to just check out that anime. Have you seen it? It seems cute. I wanna watch that anime. Yes, it's incredible. Okay, I'll check it out. Yay! We love cute girls. Yeah. So, where was I? Sorry. Oh yeah. I remember telling my friend. I was like, I know I'm going to hate the loud music. I know I'm going to hate being in a crowd, and I know I'm gonna hate being all sweaty with a bunch of strangers grinding up on me. But I wanna live my life. I wanna be around drunk people at least a couple times in my life. I wanna dance on suspiciously sticky floors. That way, when I've lived my life, I can look back on it and being like, I'm glad I tried that. It was a horrible time, but it was something to try at least once. I'm not trying to be like a party girl by any means. I don't think I'm built for that. I can barely stay awake enough to stream. But I think it would just be good just to have something to look back on and know that I didn't waste my life. Because when I was playing D&D one time, I remembered I played my character very meticulously, and I played her very cautious, and then I died, and I got revived and everything. But in that moment that I died, I kind of just realized, oh shit, I didn't do much of this character. I kind of just let myself, live a very boring life by being like way too uptight and way too stiff. And now I don't want to live like that. Like as myself. I kind of look back on my school days. School days. Ooh. Those who know, if you know, you know. It's like when I look back on my time at the Royal Academy, I kind of just think about how boring my life was. Like I don't have too many interesting stories from my time in school. I like if I talk about the weird stuff that happened, it's usually about other people, and I'm just relaying their stories. And I'm kind of sad that I'm never gonna be one of those people that can look back on their time in school and remember things fondly, because it's like, oh yeah, it's like I had so many good friends there. We always hung out. Like, oh, I remember that crazy time when we did this. Now I'm like, no, I didn't do that. Yeah, I want to try all the things. The visual novel. No, the anime, because like that anime was crazy. In a couple decades, you can be the Mama Naria telling your own princess the partying sucks. Yeah, exactly. I can be like, oh, cause that's the thing, right? Finding out that my mom used to drink really heavily, and then she only stopped because my dad isn't a drinker. So she stopped drinking in unison, for moral support. But like apparently she used to drink a lot, and not in an alcoholic way. She just was a drinker. Oh, thank you so much for following. Um, and so you blew up plastic bottles with acid. See, I don't have any stories like that. The most that I did was probably when I was 9 years old, in the fourth grade, and we were learning about melting points and stuff like that. And I just remembered I had like a piece of plastic and a magnifying glass, and I was like melting it, and I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this. It's bad for the ozone layer. uh, and so I don't know. It's just I want to be able to tell my children, if ever I decide to have children, I want to be able to tell them that, you know, you can live your life, but like do it moderately, have fun, but don't go crazy. Like make sure you're always safe, you know, because I don't want to hinder their growth, because that's just character development right there that I'm like refusing to allow them to have, because that's why like I'm kind of like stunted in regards to I don't know if it's like mentally or emotionally, but I am a little stunted. And it's because like my mom and my dad kind of, oh, they're way too overprotective, and they sheltered us like way too much, that now I'm incapable of having phone calls, you know, like I don't know how to make a doctor's appointment. Whatever you go on to do, you'll have a very weird story to tell. Exactly. At least I'll be able to inform you guys what happened. If like the next time I go do something fun, I'm gonna definitely tell you guys as a story time stream. Don't worry. Um, and I had a ton of great bros thirsting after me. That would be funny though. Sheltered princess. I am. I am. Hi, Mooney. Welcome. 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 Good morning. I remember this boy told me once. He said that I remind him of Rapunzel from Tangled, and he has to like come and rescue me or something, save me from my tower. I'm just like, I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but I feel kind of called out. I am kind of like that. It's like I have a lot of people that I look up to, and it's like when Rapunzel snuck out of her tower to go live her life, even for just a single day, you know, I was like, I want to do that. So now I'm just like, I wanna bust out of here. um, did you guys know I'm not actually allowed to leave this place without telling my parents first? So instead I sneak out all the time. Yeah, I know that's weird, but I don't know. They're just really strict, and I know, right? Because here's the thing: people in my country usually will have strict parents, especially if you're girls. But my parents are just even more unreasonably strict compared to other people's strict parents. So that's why I have a craving for trying out new things and new experiences. Like I don't care if the experience is good or bad. I just want to try it at least once, right? Like for example, the poutine I had earlier. Um, it wasn't that good. It was way too salty, but at least I've experienced it, you know? At least I tried it. I will try again another time, like if I ever go to Canada. But for now, at least I've tried it. Um, so it's like at least like a frame of reference, right? It's more common in Asia. Yeah, pretty much. It's we have a very different culture than Westerners, because in the West, you guys kind of want to push your children to grow up as soon as possible, right? That's why there's that whole thing where as soon as someone turns 18, you kind of kick them out of the house, make them get a job, and put themselves through college. Over here in here in Asia, the thing is, your parents are going to be financially responsible for you because they want you to focus on studies. So they don't want you to have to like divide your attention with a part-time job trying to put yourself through school. And the deal is, we're gonna pay for all your schooling, The only thing you need to do is to make sure you get good grades and graduate, so all this investment in you and in your education isn't going to go to waste. And that's why Asian parents, especially if they're immigrants, they really drive that point home, because it's like, hey, we traveled all the way to America. Can you please study well so that you become a doctor or something, so that you have a good job in the future, so that you don't have to be worried about money? Because that's the thing. Like, the reason Asians are so focused on making sure that their kids have jobs, like lawyers, doctors, architects, engineers, stuff like that. The reason they care about that is, at the root of it, they just want to make sure that their children can financially support themselves, and that's why they always opt for making their kids study the highest paying jobs. That's why it's kind of unreasonable to be like, like, yeah, you can study art, you can be a music like, you can study music theory, yeah, sure, go for it. That doesn't really happen. The only reason I didn't go into the medical field is because I will pass out if I see that much blood. I don't like blood like that. I'm relatively tame for someone my age. I don't go partying. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I used to be like that literally up until last year. We kicking you out. I'm Mexican. My parents are like that. I think it's just like it usually happens when the parents didn't grow up with a lot of money, because they, like, all they want is for their kids not to go through what they went through. So I don't think it's necessarily an Asian thing. It's just very common in Asia because there's so much poverty over there. I mean, there's poverty everywhere, but especially in Asia, because like there's so many freaking people. Yeah. Um, and so while my parents were never like poor, they definitely earned their like they definitely earned their place, like, in society. um so it's kind of like, yeah, it's just like a bunch of generations being like, I want to provide for my kids so they don't have to work nearly as hard as I did just to get here, just to afford food, just to pay the bills. And so it's basically gonna be like that, like, for many many generations. And so you have this pressure. It's like, oh, don't don't do anything that might distract you, right? And so I didn't date. I had no interest in dating, but it was, yeah, mostly because I was busy studying all the time, because I was kind of told not to do that. We have this like inside joke in my country where we say stuff like, oh no, girls get told stuff like, no boyfriend until after marriage. My dad grew up in that sort of environment with strict Asian parents, and he tried to raise me the opposite way, but he still had high expectations, but in a different way. Oh, what kind of expectations, if you don't mind me asking? They're more common here too. Most of my gen and newer basically grew up knowing we'll never likely be able to afford a home until we retire, if at all. See, that's the thing, right? It's like they were in a much better place in regards to the economy, but they were still struggling with paying the bills because they didn't have certain luxuries growing up. And so I don't take anything like that for granted, because that's the thing that's so funny about me. I'm a little out of touch sometimes, and I am very sheltered, but I do try to be understanding of other people's plight, like, especially financially. Like, in this economy, I can't expect people to be dropping so much money on a streamer, for example. I really appreciate anyone who donates even just a single dollar to me. Like, you guys have no idea how thankful I am that you're even thinking of me in that way. Um, and so it's kind of like, as I mentioned before, if you're going to support someone financially, I appreciate if you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart, but never do it at your own expense. Like, if you're struggling to pay the bills, don't drop so much money on a streamer. Seriously, it's not worth it. Like, you can donate any amount or just continue watching them. That way you're supporting them through a view. So it's like, don't like put yourself into debt because you like a streamer so much. So I always tell you guys, if you're going to donate, make sure you have all your things in order. Like make sure you have money for food this week, because I hate hearing about people saying that they're struggling to buy food. And I'm just like, oh no, like, do you have, maybe you could, go to this place or that place. Maybe you can ask like someone for like $10 even, you know. At least for me, I have a very fortunate family situation. I can spend. Thank you so much, Eileen. I really appreciate everything you do for me. Thank you. You too, Ramses, if ever you watch this. To work hard to become a strong chess player. Wait, wait. Why specifically chess? Is he really into chess, or does he think that pays well? Like, what is he thinking in that regard? Queen's Gambit, let's go! Earn all those, yeah, basically win all those tournaments, and then you will raise your son to be the world's best Yu-Gi-Oh champion. No boyfriend until after marriage. No NTR, please. The catch 22 of make sure you study but also bloom like a social butterfly is always fun. That's the thing that I think is so funny. Like, it's like, oh, no dating while you're still in school, and then as soon as you graduate, it's like, I want three grandchildren, why aren't you married yet? And I'm like, mom, please, I literally don't know how to talk to boys. Like, like, it's understandable why so many people in older generations went for arranged marriages, because they were forced to marry at such a young age despite having no experience in dating, right? So they wouldn't know what to look for. Sora, welcome. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. I like chess a lot, but you put a lot of pressure on me. Oh, one of those parents. That's like a soccer mom. It's like, you're doing a little dance. I'm gonna put you through dance school. Oh, you kicked a ball. We're gonna get you on the soccer team. It's like, oh, you shot basketball one time. I'm gonna put you on the team. It's like, oh, you like swimming. We're gonna go on. We're gonna take swimming classes. He wanted to encourage my interest, but he had a lot of, yeah, I hate it when parents do that. My parents' marriage was a complete disaster. I heard that a lot of Asian couples got divorced after the pandemic because the couples were finally forced to like talk to each other a lot. And they just kind of realized, you know what? I don't like living with my wife. I mean, I'm the same way. It's like, up until now, I've only been tolerating my family, but during the pandemic, and we were all kind of stuck in the same place all the time, it was like, okay, we're getting on each other's nerves. Let's all stay in different parts of the house. So my dad would be gaming. He never really played online. It was always just like, he plays solo games. My dad would be gaming in their bedroom. My mom would be watching YouTube videos or scrolling through Facebook in the dining room. My sister would be in the living room, and I would be in the guest room while my older sister would be in the bedroom. And I don't know, it's just like, basically we did it so that we hardly ever spoke. Like, my family didn't see much of each other during the first year of the pandemic. Yeah, yuck, gross. My parents had problems since 1995, finally confronting each other and only divorce. And oh, fun fact, this is what's so sketchy about this whole deal here in my country. This divorce is not legal here, actually. That's why most couples that separate are separate. They're just labeled as separated, right? And so, like, for example, I have this one friend. His parents are separated, and his mom has a new boyfriend. His dad has a new family, and he has like a half brother and everything. But they're technically still married until they go to a different country to get divorced. And so, parents pushing their kids to marry as soon as possible is really bad when you think about it, because like there's basically no legal way to get out of a marriage here, um unless unless someone dies, but yeah. Not to marry. Exactly. Is it because of Christian values? Actually, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I remember the Philippines and the Vatican are the only places where divorce is not legal, which is kind of sucky. Like, hi Trax, welcome, welcome. I haven't. How are you? My brother got married at 19. How's that going for him? That's insane. I know, right? You can get annulled in the country. I don't know. Let me check. Let me Google it. I'll Google. Can you get? Can you? The Philippine family law has grounds for allowing annulment in the Philippines. If a couple's situation falls under the points mentioned below, their marriage may possibly be accepted for annulment. Lack of parental consent. A person aged 18 to 21 were married without the consent of their parents. That's the thing too. Like legally, you can't get married without your parents' consent if you're that young. So like hearing what Americans are doing, for example, like always surprises me. I'm just like, you guys got married at 18? How'd that fly? like you're still babies. He couldn't finish college, but that kind of besides the point. Hang on, hang on. Blah 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 blah. Why do I join the stream at the most out of? I know. I mean, to be fair, it is my stream, so anything I say is it's like, I mean, here's the thing. You never know what's gonna come out of my mouth, and I don't even know what's gonna come out of my mouth. So it's like we're both we're both unaware of what's gonna happen in a given stream. Till death do you part for real. It's the only way out of a marriage in the Philippines. Yeah, usually people aren't able to just get out of a marriage. So I remember my sister said something about how there is this very outdated law that says something like, if a woman murders her husband and his mistress, that's grounds for self-defense or something. And I'm like, that's crazy. Shiori novella, what? I mean, if you're gonna compare me to somebody that's actually kind of nice, Manasan used to compare me to Doki Bird. More unhinged than her though. That is really funny considering her character. Yeah. She's so sweet though. She's so sweet. I believe all the stress from having a family at such a young age provoked cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Legally in the Philippines are still married. I can hear the Doki bird. It's like I'll be like wait. What are things that she says? I don't know. It's like like I'm. No, because I remember when I was in a VC with Clotho and Manasan, they were both like teasing me about how I sound like Doki Bird sometimes, and every time I kind of talk like her or I laugh like her, the like Clotho will just be like, "Oh my God, is that Doki Bird?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, chat, can you believe that? Like that. Wait. I'm trying to like think of something that she said before in a video. Let me look for a video real quick, man. If only I had some way to play a YouTube video on here. That would be so nice. Oh my gosh. Man, this would be so handy once we actually start streaming on Twitch. Speaking of which, do you guys think I should? Because I have two setups already. I have a normal stream background and I have a Halloween background. And I was like, I don't want to debut with my Halloween background, but I also want to use it for Halloween week. So I was like, should I just keep the Halloween background and just keep the theme going? I talked to Manasan about it, and I think my best course of action is to debut with my normal background, and then for Halloween week, I'll use like my Halloween background. It is funny though that I could just I would just like switch to a completely new background, like my second stream on Twitch. Like that is pretty funny. I hope they add that feature on here. Yeah, not every Asian is insert VTuber. They should add background on here. Yeah, I remember that was like the main thing that Lulu complained about when we first got the app. She was like, "There's no dark mode and we can't change backgrounds." Let me see. What kind of Doki Bird content should I check out? Just to, cause like I don't remember how she talks, and if I love the way she talks. Like it's literally like this chat. Like, can you guys believe this? I mean, obviously, I don't sound exactly like her, but it's like, if I watch too much content from one given person, I will start to talk like them for like the next few hours, and it's kind of hard to get rid of that. And so I have to be careful about who I watch prior to a stream because you guys will be like, "Why are you talking like that?" I love YouTube overlay so chat can be involved in the video viewing. Um, wait. Oh, do you mean like the chat widget? I have that. I have a chat widget for my stream setup. Don't you worry, guys. But you don't watch the goons. Oh, I love gooning. I love gooning. Hi Anne, welcome Kaden. Nice to see you. Hello, welcome. I'm trying to find a Doki Bird video that I could just copy real quick. She has such an interesting accent. That's the thing that I notice whenever I see anything Doki Bird related is like she has a very unique accent and just like the way she pronounces words, you know. Um T12 ascended. I can't even pronounce that. I'll see if I could read that as like Doki Bird. Sorry I'm late. My T12 ascended into demonic divinity, so I had to train my pet orange tree to fix it. Shut up. Did you binge watch Lulu before your recent Twitch test? I no, but I did binge watch a lot of Brokeback Mountain. I watched the movie and then some clips. Man, those gay cowboys are something else. Very sad what happened to them. I wonder where they are now. Also, it was so funny because I was watching it with some friends, and I never once referred to them by their character names. Yes, I know their names are Enos, and Jack. Yeah, Enos and Jack. And I just remembered not once did we say their character names. We just kept saying Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal. And I was like that one person that was like, oh, his last name is supposed to be pronounced in a more Scandinavian accent. So it's like I would constantly refer to him as Jake Gyllenhaal. And I'm just like, oh, look how sad Yake is. Hi. Yeah, hi Taff. Welcome. Good morning. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I was just like, oh, gay cowboys nowadays are all on Discord. Where are they? I'm trying to find them. I'm trying to meet the gay cowboys. I remember my IRL friend who helped me build my PC. He said that I just missed the last, like when they had like a gay cowboy in their Discord friend group, and he just left right before I reconnected with my friend. I was like, damn it! I could have spoken to a cowboy. No. The goons can be gay cowboys. I love the gay cowboys. Hello, welcome. How are you? Yeah, I also missed saying a certain joke when I was doing my test stream. Because somebody mentioned like the gay cowboys thing since I brought up like Brokeback Mountain, and I was gonna be like, I don't mind those folks. It's like I don't mind the folks of homosexual descent. I don't mind those. I don't take kindly people who don't take kindly to other folks. Ram Ranch. Yeah, I don't reckon I understand what Ram Ranch is, to be honest, to be frank with you. But I will try to understand these these modern day internet lingo type words. But yeah, and I just thought, like, oh man, should I bring back Jiminy, like Sheriff Jiminy Billy Bob, in a future stream at some point? I mean, if I'm gonna play something like Red Dead Redemption, or any type of farming or cowboy related, or horse related game on stream, I'll probably bring back Sheriff Jiminy Billy Bob. Otherwise, I'll probably bring out like a Southern Belle type of a character, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What would be a Southern Belle type of name? I'll just be like, um, we'll just call ourselves Annie Mae. Because it's like, yeah, like, how y'all doing? My name's Annie Mae. You, what? um, Jesus. Yeah, Annie Mae. For the red streams, yeah, I could also make a voice acting wheel for bots or redeems. That's hilarious. Yeah, yeah. I want like Does Lulu have like a sound alert that sounds like a whip, like a whoosh? Like, does she have that? Like, does she have something like that? Because I kind of want that for that context, like, as like a sound alert, because, or yeah, or like a redeemable sound, because it'll mean like I'm with chat, I'm with. I'll do anything for money. Anime, yeah, exactly. So we got Sheriff Jiminy Billy Bob and his young daughter Anime. Yeah, she's the kind of person that'll call you over with like a bell, just go like ding 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 ding, soup's on, like, what y'all boys doing? Get on, get out from under there. Come on inside, there's a hurricane coming. I'll fix you up a nice glass of sweet tea. You could find a BDSM whip to dig out for yourself. Hell yeah, hell yeah. But that actually would be funny. Because it's like, I'm not really trying to make a name for myself as like a voice acting streamer, but I do like voice acting. I play D&D. I've messed around with certain voice acting roles with my friends' recordings and stuff, like, especially if they need help with like improv, or if it's something like a script reading, I will help. And so there's no like recorded content or anything that I could show you guys, but it's like, you get what I mean. I'm just like a stand-in for the actual people that are gonna read out the scripts or something. So it's like, I do like the idea of role play. It's just that I don't want to be pigeonholed into that, because then people are gonna be like, "What kind of voices can you do?" And I'm just like, I mean, I could do like that VTuber voice that Shy Lily and Bebe and Annie and Yanners might have or something. I'll just be like, actually, like, I don't fully understand this accent, but I hear that Phoebe is Polish and Shy Lily is which I think Shy Lily was from Germany or something, right? Like, I don't fucking know, but like they always talk like this, and I don't understand. Hi Nox, welcome. Hello coworker. Can maybe do voice pack. Not this one. Oh, that's the thing too. I was listening to my VOD and on Twitch, and I was trying to hear, like, okay, how did my ASMR close up voice sound, and I was like, ooh, this is nice quality. I was so worried that it would kind of be trash, but luckily, like, I sorted the audio settings out before the stream test. I messed up because I was supposed to have background music the entire time and it was not playing, and I was like, "Ooh," but it's okay because it was an audio test to begin with, so that was like the important thing. And I was just really glad that the close up ASMR was picked up really really well. So I will hopefully be doing more of that in the future, just every now and then. I'm not gonna be doing it all the time. Otherwise, I'm just gonna end up becoming like an ASMR artist. Imagine making ASMR. I would never do that for content. Ooh. So you speak Twitch thoughties. I mean, I feel like I have what it takes, chat. I have what it takes. But it was better without BGM. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you would like it, wouldn't you? You nasty. Hi, Summer. Welcome, welcome. Dropping ASMR every week. That's the thing too. Now that I have a better sound quality mic, or like wait, no, that's not right. Sound setting. I can probably do more ASMR in the future, whether it's on stream or in video form. At least I don't have to worry about the freaking bird so much, you know. Because I remember I was talking to Manasan about this, and he said a lot of people think that you need a really good microphone, but what you need is good settings, because a microphone isn't gonna do shit if you don't know how to work with like your levels. And I was like, so true, manager san, so true. He did not like me saying it like that, manager san. Uh, but yeah, no, okay, so again, I am hoping to debut on Twitch by the second to the last week of October. If not, then the weekend right before Halloween week. It is really pushing it, but that's okay, you guys. That's okay. The important thing is I want to stream in time for Halloween. Not that I need to stream like several weeks before Halloween, you know. And I'm kind of ahead of schedule actually. Like I have all my settings and stuff all sorted out. I still have to add Twitch alerts though, for the donos, but other than that, like my chat widgets are sorted out. I have my custom background and everything that I made myself. I've had, yeah, I've just been working on stream assets and overlays and things like that. So I'm really happy with how my stream is turning out. I'm sorry that I can't spoil any of it, but I will surprise you guys on the day itself when I actually do like debut. Mm. $15 mic, and it doesn't sound half bad. It's typical Manisa, I know, right? How many streamers get new audio equipment, but the settings are messed up, so it sounds worse for a while until they fix it. Yeah, exactly. It's like you don't need the most expensive equipment, because I mean Iron Mouse and Connor Dog Virginia, Sea Dog VA, like they both have said that for their first couple of years streaming, all they had was a laptop and like a pair of wired earphones. So you can do it even with like the least amount of like equipment. That's why you have to work your way up to it, right? When I first started streaming on here, pre-debut, all I had to work with was like a 10-year-old laptop. It was real funky, and I already messed it up, and it was just like it was dying. It was on its last legs. You know, I need to reformat it. But it was like, yeah, it was just dying. But I needed it for collabs. I needed it for meetings and stuff like that. I needed it for Twitch chat. So I'm glad that I was able to at least, like suffer. But I was suffering, but like I was at least able to do the thing that I needed to do. Fun fact. Fun fact about the earlier days on like using that laptop. There were a couple times where I would collab with other people, and sometimes my audio would get messed up, and I would have to like mute myself or do some weird bullshit behind the scenes just so that I would be able to speak up. And that's why like I would kind of come across as awkward in certain collabs, because I'm over here scrambling trying to like sort out my audio settings. And so I'm just like, oh, now I'm just like having to basically stay muted until I need to speak up and then mute again. And so So it was kind of weird. I remember this one time, I can't remember which collab this was, but I was delayed, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm just, pretending now. I'm just pretending that I know exactly what we're talking about. And I'm just hoping that I say it fast enough that the latency, or that the delay isn't too noticeable. So that was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, hopefully now with like a better computer and a better setup, I am going to be able to collab much more comfortably. So yay! I already have some people. Oh, hi, welcome, Itagaki's protector. Welcome. Good morning. I am thankful that I have been able to get an entire setup done, like from scratch. And I'm really thankful to everybody who supported me so far. All the people who helped me set up, all the people who paid for everything. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for continuing to watch my streams. Seriously. And basically, that's the only way I'm even able to start streaming on Twitch in the first place. I wasn't when I was still trying to be an indie. I was completely set on just making a bunch of mobile game videos, and just kind of edit things on an app like CapCut or something, and just record using my phone. And then I was gonna upload that to YouTube, gain an audience, and like when I get a little bit of money from like art commissions, I was gonna build a setup. I was actually just gonna get like a laptop. I wasn't trying to like get a whole setup built because that's way too expensive, and I didn't think I could ever do anything like that until like many years down the line. So I was really happy that I was able to get this all sorted out so quickly. So yeah, thank you for everybody who supported me so far. Thank you. And now I can hopefully stream more comfortably. Once I get past the first couple of weeks of Twitch streaming, I'll have more time to do guerrilla streams on AniLive. I'll have more time to collab. I'll have more time to make videos, because like that's the main thing, right? You're not gonna be able to do all these projects all at once because you don't have the time for it. Like when we weren't streaming yet, pre-debut, I had the time to make videos. I had the time to edit things, but like since we have to like constantly stream, and I've also been like working on these like things for Twitch, for my Twitch debut, I haven't been able to make additional content. So I was like, okay, but once I get this done, that's pretty much done for how many months, right? And I just need to focus on big projects before I start going back to the small projects. So hopefully, before the for my birthday stream, I'll have been able to promote myself a bit more, because I've been avoiding networking because I can't collab comfortably. But now that I can, I'll be able to do that once I start streaming on it. So yay! As you guys have probably noticed that I don't ever try to reach out to other streamers or other YouTubers. I don't ever reach out to collab. It's because I couldn't. And now I can. So yay! Yay! Everything's coming up roses, or whatever the phrase is. And I'm just really thankful for all the help that I've gotten so far. Because I was expecting to struggle a lot more. And I told you guys I was expecting to 3 months or 3 to 5 months more of streaming before getting the money to afford a PC setup. So I'm really glad that I was able to earn it pretty quickly. And it's all thanks to you guys. Yay! And like my show of appreciation is to not let that initial investment basically go to waste, because you guys supported me, and so like in return I will be providing more content. That's my responsibility as a content creator, as a streamer. So speaking of which, I will have to go for now because I'm going back to work. I have Halloweeny type stuff that I'm working on, and I want to get it done before I start streaming on Twitch. That way, I don't have to rush making these assets and stuff. I think you guys will really like it, especially since I made it all from scratch just this month. So I will have to go. I hope you guys have a good rest of. I hope you got. Oh, was the audio bad? Oh, okay. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Make sure to eat your meals. Drink water. If it's hot, it's always hot. Even if it's cold, drink water. Yeah. Take care, you guys, and see you on my next stream. But until then, take care. Bye bye. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Okay, I'm ending. Thank you so much, Iwin, for restreaming. Bye, you guys. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. Bye.